You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, launch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. We are bringing you our own brand of news from right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 times a week for your entertainment pleasure. And, of course, we hope you enjoy the hour you spend with us every day here on the air. How's everybody doing out there today? Today is Whacked Out Wednesday here. It's Wednesday, October 26, 2016. And here comes Head Zepp jogging down the alley, taking his own time, bouncing along. How you doing, Zep? Waving hello to everybody. Led Zepp freaking lost. Thought he fucking scrapped his goddamn weapons and bitching here for the last half hour about it.
And he finds them in another bag. Yeah. Awesome.
Do something about that. God dang it.
Now, that's actually something I did not know, is I thought bags were still bugged. I actually did test that, and you're actually correct. They do work. So I retract that for holding things. Yes, because I understand the crafting bug there still, but holding, they will actually take them out of that inventory list, which I did not know was happening yet. I thought that was still a little bit messed up.
Yeah, you shouldn't have your weapon on the scrapping table.
Yeah.
Not show up.
We're just going to give everybody a newbie bag of holding when nothing can ever get lost, right?
Do not touch this weapon unless I tell you to.
Well, that would be enabling a flag for do not scrap.
Right. There you go.
Yes, which has been asked for out there. I don't know if we'll ever see that. A lot of people have asked that we get a little tick that we can just say, hey, do not sell this, do not sell this, do not sell this.
Well, do not sell, do
Every
not
time
scrap.
I scrap something, I'm horrified. I'm like, let me double check.
Yeah, especially when you scrap that plus 14 halberd necromancy, man. And I tell you, I was out there shopping last night, and I'm seeing some of those numbers. I'm seeing plus 10s, plus 12s, plus 14s. We got some crafters working out there in the world, that's for sure.
Scrap that mother.
Who's a crafter? What?
I don't know, but I'm still trying to buy scrap from people, and they're not hitting up my want to buy scrap.
And you can give up on that one, man. Anybody who's in that business is keeping that stuff. That's worth more than gold.
Well, the price of gold just keeps on dropping.
Yeah, and it's going to keep going down. Lowest I've seen it was 45 cents on the 1,000. And I saw another one today, 50 cents in the 1,000. And we're expecting that to drop down to the 35 cent range per 1,000 gold. So,
yeah, well, I mean,
I think another month or two, by the time we get into first quarter, we'll see a really, really big drop in that number. Unless, of course, there happens to be some unbelievable stroke of luck with the Wheel of Gloom and Doom.
Well, what I think is crazy is the number of people that are selling things for Crowns of the Obsidian on the marketplace right now. Because that's pretty impressive.
Well, I was going to ask about that. How are people actually pulling that off on Shroud Marketplace?
Well, they can't do that on Shroud Marketplace because...
I thought that's what you just said was on...
No.
Player. You meant the marketplace on the forum. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. I thought you said Shroud Marketplace. I don't know why. Yeah. Why? Because it's one of our sponsors who's always stuck in my brain. That's why.
That's right. It's my favorite sponsor. But, I mean, right now there are several people selling game gold. Most of them are still stuck in the $1 for 10K, but there is one that is actually selling it for $65 for 100K.
That's 65 cents in a dollar, and that's pretty high still, but it's the only one available out there, right? The other guys are sold out last I looked.
No. There was one added yesterday that's the 10K for $9.99. You might as well round it up to $10.
Okay. But speaking of gold crowns, of course, everybody who's been following us, and of course, welcome everybody out there. Let's get this one out of the way real quick. For those of you guys who watch, listen, or maybe brand new, we are the only show on the air that welcomes you and asks you to come join us here in game, in the studio, wherever it is you may want to come in Twitch chat, hang out and say hello, tell us what's going on, and join in on the discussion. We want to hear from you, and of course, we're always around, and if we're not around, you can leave chat in the chat rooms, either there or in Discord, and we will get to your question eventually and get it answered for you. So go ahead and go out to nbnn.info, use the Discord app to come on in and talk to us, or go out and click on the link to our Twitch TV links and go ahead and chat with us out there. But meanwhile, it's Wednesday, day before release. We're expecting Starr Long to give us release notes any time now. I see he is actively in the forum. Him, Burning Toad, and Beric are actively out there doing something. So I'm hoping that Darkstar's working on that.
We do have, as we're waiting for that release 35 notes, we do have yesterday's stand-up corner, but we do know what it's going to say mostly.
And we have the update on Gold Crown purchasable items. We want to cover that first, or do we want to do the stand up and make them wait for the Gold Crown input? Let's make them wait for the Gold.
Making them wait. Let's tease them a little bit.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of information out there.
Yeah. So we do have yesterday's stand-up corner. So remember, today is Wednesday, October 26th, and yesterday was Tuesday, October 25th. Stand-up meetings are generally held in their conference room where they stand around and they say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today, and Chaos writes something random down and eventually posts it in the forums for us to interpret.
That's right.
That's right. And got that all in one breath, right? Yeah. So yesterday in the art department, Bob said that he was working on the Elven Town home.
The builder.
Bob the builder. Fletcher was working on clothing integration and female robes concept. Robes.
Concept.
And bugs.
Bug.
Kevin was working on bugs.
Bug.
And bugs.
Bug.
Leo the sound guy was working on bugs.
Bug.
And spells.
He's giving bugs sounds to bugs? All right.
Yes, he is. I mean, you have to have the crickets. And if you're in Austin this time of year, the crickets are very, very happy. I said spells last, not bugs.
What is up with the crickets, man? There was a lot at the airport.
Hearing the bug sound. Well, the bug should have a sound that goes bug.
Okay. Well, it is cricket spawning season. I mean, every single year.
Is that what it was?
Something like that.
You thought
They're actually
were bad. Wait for the frickin' crickets, man. It's going to drive us insane.
Oh yeah. So then, moving right along, we do have Matt. He's working in
a bathhouse in here.
I know. How does that sound? Is it awfully wet in there? Everybody's taking their shower at the same time. Let me help you shower.
Please continue. Sorry.
He's working on marching in place emote and bugs.
Bugs. You know, I can just picture in my head the March of the Wooden Soldiers, scene. If we're going to have this marching band uniform and the marching in place and being able to move, I can just see something silly like that happening.
Oh, well, that means that they actually have to re-enable the ability to play an instrument and emote at the same time. Currently, current behavior, which they just recently fixed, because you remember the old belly bug while you're playing?
I do. Emote abuse at its best.
Yeah, but now if oh wait. See, I started to do the belly dance and I stopped dancing. Yep.
Got no legs either.
Well, I'm aware of that. That's actually
chicken legs.
That's a line of sight issue where if you zoom in your camera a little bit, your legs will come back. And so if you zoom your camera all the way out, you lose your legs. That is
no leg.
That's a minor.
No leg.
I got no legs.
No
Got no legs.
legs. No
Yes.
legs.
My middle legs missing.
No legs.
My middle
Yep.
legs.
And then Reed was working
I
on
got no legs.
no legs. Reed was working on bugs
Bug.
and the Elven City home stairs and the ornate outhouse.
Hey, dressing rooms. Finally.
Oh, because I like to shit in comfort.
And use the outhouse. Use
Place where we can hang our name, an
Prima
ornate outhouse.
Yeah, that's right.
Prima donna.
Yep.
Jesus.
Scotty was working on weapon bugs
Bug.
and update support. Over in design, Brandon was working on agriculture plants data and recipes and merchants. New guy Chris was working on bugs.
Bug.
And Elad's lighthouse wilderness and more lighthouse planning.
I like a heavier house, one that won't float away. Well, then again, the balloons are kind of nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't wait till I can fly my house around.
My Star Citizen airship will be great, especially when I'm able to open up a broadside on you.
And I'm gonna say when that comes out, I gotta worry because Jack will just be trying to shoot me down every time I try and take off. I know this guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Classic griefer.
Did you not see today's tweet from me? I don't know what you're talking about.
I have not yet.
Dan was working on Player Town updates and additions and bugs.
Bug.
And Player Town spawn setup. Finn was working on flaming bagpipes.
Flaming.
Hey, girl.
Bagpipes.
Yes. So Arius, what does a flaming bagpipe sound like?
When you squeeze it, it goes, "Ooh, Jesus Christ!"
That's right. And the earthquake effect was toned down. I think it should be. They should increase the level of the earthquake, just because I like it when my screen's completely shaking. Fire Lotus.
Yeah, taking that out.
Did they give it to my pet elemental yet? Please, my earth.
Yeah, really. What's
I
up
don't
with
know.
that?
I don't know, but they need to not tone that down. They need to crank it up. It needs more cowbell.
More cowbell.
That's right. And then Fire Lotus was working on released 35 books. Keith or Sanyo was working on bugs
Bug.
and player documentation and Novia Collision.
Because if you don't have the right player documentation, let me tell you right now, they're going to send you back across because we're going to build that wall.
We're
Well,
going to build that wall.
all Outlanders are supposed to register with the local town crier, so they're going to be
Don't
asking
do it.
the phrase
It's a ploy.
"papers,
They
please."
want to take your weapons.
Papers, please.
Social programs, you get 100 gold. What do you?
Don't register. It's a ploy.
Papers, please.
Oh my god!
I know. Next, they're going to relocate everybody. Then Sorcerer Steve was working. Yeah, Sorcerer Steve was working on harvest props and bugs.
Bug.
New guy Travis was working on bugs
Bug.
and Graph Island. Over in tech, Eric was working on a single solitary bug.
A bug.
Jason was working on the server report emails and server logging. Wizard Smoke. He was working on bugs and more bugs.
Bug.
Do it again. Do it again.
Bug.
Thank you. The Deathbringer one and only was working on bugs.
Bugs.
And bugs.
Bugs.
The Burning Toad.
I just saw that picture.
You saw that? Yeah. That's horrible.
That is funny.
A bird.
Right.
I know it's not right, but it's funny.
Still scratching that itch as he's working on the build mastering and testing player town spawns. And I believe that picture needs to be distributed to everyone. Because this is what happens during the show in Discord.
Are you showing the audience?
Oh, hell yeah. That one was required.
Oh, no. Don't.
Yes, because everybody needs to come in here and hang out with us in Discord during the show. Just like Mother. Hi, Mother. We love the Clan of the Wolf.
Hi, Mom.
Everybody say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I forgot where I was at.
Yeah, Laz.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
We're on Taslo.
Tassilo was working on the PayPal backend updates and add-ons, data support, and security. Over in QA, Eric was working on regression and the Good Samaritan Award.
Ooh, Good Samaritan.
Yes. Reese was working on...
See, they want you to check in with those town criers. Now they want you to start reporting your neighbors, man.
That's
you better
right.
watch out.
That's right.
Man. You better watch out. It's a conspiracy, man.
What has your parents been smoking?
I don't know what they've been smoking. I just know what I've been smoking.
Then Reese was working
I
on...
didn't inhale.
Yeah, you inhaled. I know you. Reese was working on sanity and critical forum issues and regression and known issues document. Then Serafina was working on accounts and regression. Our production management. Hi, Justin. Our production management and other group, we had Brecken working on the QA forums, Dippy Bird working on bugs.
Bug.
And documentation and leads meeting. Gorn. He was working on the leads meeting and new employee setup while testing out his Red Speedo and add-ons.
And he's not doing any business today, man.
No business. No business, new employee setup. Then Barrick was working on reports and band support.
Banhammer.
And spotlights and bug.
Bug.
Forums.
Forums.
Hutch was working on agriculture plants and the leads meeting. Lord British was love making so many Jira issues. And leads meeting.
Bow man. Making
We need
love to those Jira issues.
That's right. We need some Marvin Gaye in the background.
I thought about it. I was going to go get some, what's his name? Barry White and play the background,
Oh, yeah. Chaos was working on...
We just wing it like we always do.
I don't know what you're talking about. Bug. Tracking. And release 35 offer review and database prep for live. Database prep for live. Database prep for live.
Right.
And Dark Star was working on the release 35 post and release 36 schedule and Crown Merchant web interface. Yay! And that is our stand-up corner for yesterday in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Yay!
So, talking about those crowns, I tell you what, is, well, we still have not, let me check again, I haven't seen it updated yet. Has it hit yet?
No, it has not. It has not made it
he's
up
no
there yet.
longer in the forums, so maybe he's actually making that post.
Web reference? The Crown web reference?
The Gold Crown purchasable items reference. Now, while unusual this release, of course, we get to see what we're working on, what's going on behind the scenes in Dev Plus a couple weeks in advance of all this as they're working on it. But this release cycle has been a little bit more unprecedented as they've been releasing more information to the public in the updates section. And this is one of the many examples of things they're working on for this release. That's been released prior to release, actually. Usually they hold all this good information like the roving encounters and
wait for it actually
like
to
that.
come out in the release. And
Yes.
yeah.
We usually don't get to talk about that stuff, these Gold Crown merchants, things like that, because they usually don't release that information publicly till today, the day beforehand. But we do have a really, really cool update on the Gold Crown merchants that we can bring to everybody. So why don't we go ahead and do that, since I'm sure a lot of people are going to be interested in hearing about this.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Gold Crown purchasable items. Big thing coming up in this release. Whereas you're going to be able to get your hands on a whole bunch of game swag. Also, items that are only going to be available in-game via Gold Crown purchases. Now, they've gone ahead and
I have to find that link. I have to find that link again.
Hold on. Let me give you the link.
I know. I lost the link.
Hate when that happens. But we'll give the link out to everybody else out there while we're at it. So that anybody wants to go follow along and check it out, I'll go ahead and do that for you. Throw that in all the chat rooms so everybody can check that link out. For you folks on the radio, all you got to do is go to the shroudedavatar.com website, click on all updates, and look for Gold Crown's purchasable items on the website. There's a whole page now dedicated to it, and gives us a whole list of laundry list now of things you can do with Gold Crowns and what you can purchase and all that good stuff.
And it's a lot of things. It will take at least 3 minutes to read through all this.
All right. Well, I'll give you 3.5.
With the Micro Machines guy. It doesn't say Micro Machines. It's not the real thing.
That's weird.
So things that are purchasable by Gold Crowns, we do have the updated list for things that are going to come out in Release 35. Weapons and armor repair has been something that was the first thing, as well as property taxes. Those are not new things. But we do have the new things of in Ardoris. If you go to Caravaggio's Wolf, the art dealer, he sells paintings and tapestries based on the concept art by Stephen Daniele for 1 gold crown each. And I thought these were paintings that you could buy for like 2,000 gold earlier.
Yeah, maybe they're removing that option.
I don't know if these actually are pictures in those paintings that are actually in the game right now.
Yes, they are all in the game.
Vendors, were they?
Yeah, yes, they are. And I believe they were 2,000 gold each. And if they set the price of these as 1 gold crown, that actually sets the price of a gold crown really at 2,000 gold.
Unless they've changed that. Unless they've taken that artwork out and or changed the price to 3,500 gold.
Maybe. So I'm kind of curious as to whether or not they're going to actually have both of them.
I have to go check that.
Yeah.
Go run on to the QA and find out.
What I don't remember being on that guy were the tapestries, but Justin would actually have to correct me whether or not the tapestries were already there or are they a new addition. But all of the artwork was there. So, other things that can be purchased if you visit the Obsidian Alchemist in Ardoris, Central Brittany, Aerie, or Resolute. You can buy the potions, which have been there, or you can buy the different firework assortments, or the dyes.
Which is nice to see that now. You don't actually have to go out to the store. You can actually purchase them right inside the game.
And speaking of the dye, there's going to be a couple of new ones besides the pure black, pure white. Color circling dye, which was just released. But sparkling dye color, glowing dye, and pulsing glowing dye.
Pulsing glowing dye. We're all gonna die.
Okay, and Thexador did say that gold crowns were you could use to buy those artworks.
Yeah.
And the tapestries were there.
Where are these crowns coming from?
What was that?
These crowns coming from?
You don't know where the gold crowns come from?
How do they get infused into the economy here?
They come from the Gold Crown Stork, and this happens when...
Yeah, it's the add-on store. It's where you buy gold crowns, and you were also given several gold crowns based off of your pledge level.
Yeah, but they're going to be depleted soon.
Yeah.
I've only spent like 7 of mine, so I don't know what you're talking about. I've got hundreds.
I spend them regularly, but I've got a stockpile. That's all I'm going to say. But moving right along.
If you go to the town of Virtus, you can talk to Norgrast, the Elven Obsidian merchant, where he's selling the Elven 2-story row home for 50 crowns, or the 3-story row home for 75, or even the 4-story for 100. Or if you want the small Elven globe home, which we don't have the artwork in this one for, it's 50. Or the Elven Village Home for 25, which includes the Elven Peaked Roof Village Home and Elven Village Home. Or, if you really want the Elven Keep, I don't know what size this actually is. It's a village, so a village-size keep.
It's a village keep, yep.
Okay. That is going to be 100. The Town Home, which is the Druid Town Home, can be purchased for 150 crowns. And then after that, the Elven Tree Home, which is going to be coming, as well as the Elven City Home for 300, which is also coming soon. But also you have the Medium Elven Tent and the Round Elven Greenhouse for 25. And why the elves get to sell telescopes is beyond me.
Because we're starry-eyed.
What about why the ornate wooden hot tubs?
Made from elven wood.
Polished by elves?
Polished by elves, that's right.
Okay.
Wood polished by elves, man.
Okay, what about the tall ivy-covered stone
that's
fence?
That's why Aureus makes wands, man. You know,
well, I mean, he does.
Their wood. What can I say? Now, of course, I like the idea that the ornate street lamps are in there. Some of these topiaries are in there. A lot of these little tchotchkes that the Aether Vibration amplifiers, all this good stuff is now.
The furniture set, the outdoor fountain, the amplifier. Yep. The Elven Mask. I mean, you can't forget the Elven Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Fairy Wings. Or the clothes.
And then, of course, our next merchant
is
located out in Harvest.
That is going to be Aldoric, the Scholar of Norgard, who's also got the row houses up for sale, same prices, as well as the Viking 1-story village for 35, the Viking village for 100, the Viking 2-story stronghold, which is a village size for 100, the 2-story village with balconies for 50, and the 3-story stronghold for 200, the Viking Great Hall for 300 crowns, and then lots of miscellaneous things like the longboat, the hot tub with the Celtic designs, the stone bear statue, the wooden fence, blah 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 blah, the bed.
Now the dresser's in now.
Yeah, the Cordovan dresser's in there, as well as more plants, and the ornate skull candle phonographs.
Yeah, I got
Trees.
stuck on those damn skull candles, I tell you. Got skunked on that one, buddy.
Well, I'm waiting for... They should also have included the kobold, so which means they're going to have to put in a kobold merchant soon to do the same thing with the kobold stuff.
That will come down the pipe like anything else. We'll see variants of the different races out there selling their different wares in different villages throughout the world as we go.
Well, remember, one of the things that they said that they're expiring during the next telethon is going to be some of those kobold masks. So if they're expiring those, are they going to be available in the Gold Crown merchants?
Most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't make an asset just to remove it completely from game or not allow people to get it.
And we'll find out eventually.
Now, what are they talking about with the marketplace now?
I don't know. Sell the wardrobes. Sell the wardrobes. Yep. And I keep on refreshing the page, waiting for Starr to actually put that post. And the only developer online right now is...
It's going to come out 2 minutes after we hang up the line and go, we'll see y'all tomorrow, folks.
Yep. And then it's going to be, it's there.
Yeah. Well, what are we going to do? All we can do is tell you there's a lot of good stuff out there, like these new vendors out there. Of course, we know there's a lot of agriculture and farming work going on, as we see in the stand-up corners. And just these guys are cranking it out. That's all I can say right now. Is we're coming up on the holiday season, so... now, you were talking with Starr the other night. Did you guys get into anything about the holiday schedule by any chance?
Nope. We were talking about other things.
See, 2 short release months coming up here in the next couple of months, November and December. If anything, we can go off anything from last year at this time. We should look for an early release next month and in December, so that the folks can spend time with their families and get this stuff knocked out. So I'm guessing they're working pretty furious against the end of fourth quarter deadline here right now.
Well, okay, so I don't know if I should talk about this, but this is pure rumor at this point. But there might be another game within the game out soon, similar to D&D 1. D&D.
Well, we've heard about that. I thought that was...
What game are you referring to?
What was it, Exalt?
Well, okay, Exalt is actually a remake of Ultima 7. So that can't make it into the game because it's a remake of Ultima 7.
Yeah. No, I heard tell of another mini game like that coming in, but for the life of me, I can't remember what I heard. But,
there's a song on the album called Kuntosh that has the name of the song.
Ah, yes. Okay, now I remember. I remember, but yes, there is no firm topic on that yet, so we can't really go there. But,
it was pure conjecture at this point, and it's like...
But now, can we tell the folks what he's up to with that game, and then maybe spur them on to go, hey, we would like to see this happen?
Well, name of the song, please.
From Here to Eternity. Which is actually a... door game that Shooter created for his BBS that he's still running, and so there were some discussions about whether or not it could be included into...
It could be ported, right?
Well, essentially, since it's a Telnet-based game, it would just be opening up a Telnet session to Shooter's server.
But that would be cool that you'll be able to telnet into another game from inside this game.
Yeah, that would be pretty
BBS, Telenet, door games. You're right. BBS. That's right.
How old are you guys?
What the hell is that?
12?
What the hell is BBS?
Bulletin board system for your OC.
That's right.
Too young to remember. For those of you old hats, you all remember getting out your 1200 baud modem and exactly.
Jesus.
Hey, you gotta love that handshake.
The phone line, tying up the one phone line in the house. If you were lucky enough to have a second line,
don't forget to disable call waiting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
In the middle of a download, you forgot to disable call waiting, man. And that porn pic you were downloading for the last half hour just went poof, right?
That ASCII porn.
One picture, half an hour.
Okay, so someone wants us to move right along, and it wasn't me.
Yeah.
What else are we talking about? But if you actually go to bcrgames.com right now, you can play Shooter Jennings' brand new game. Which is called, I forgot. Let me go look at it.
I'm afraid.
Well, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, don't talk to me about that Prodigy investment, Thex.
Yes, BCR Games.
You've heard that story, and that's how I really got into this game. Is kicking myself in the ass over not taking that investment all those
$15.
$15. That's right. And what Thex is referring to is I had a chance way back in the day to become a lifetime charter member in a little known company called Prodigy. And they were offering lifetime internet access to their service at the time. And that would be, you were a seed money founder. So no matter what happened, you would get, what's the word? Grandfathered in all the way down the line. So. Yeah, that $15 was worth a lot of freaking money when it was bought up by CompuServe, and CompuServe was bought out by AOL, and AOL was bought out by Microsoft. Yeah, that $15 could have went a long freaking way. Well,
so,
anyway.
I was going to tell you the new game is called Freedom Train, which is a future.
Freedom!
Shooter's description of it is a future fantasy fiction, and he also moved from Here to Eternity over to this game server as well. So if you want to play either one, you can just go to bcrgames.com.
And don't forget, they need to. Did I need to telnet into that, or they just
no? Just go in their web browser. Go in your web browser.
On the link, and it'll automatically pop all that up for them.
Yeah. So
did you say BDSM dot what?
No. BRC.
BCR. Black Country Rock.
BCR.
BlackCountryRockGames.com. BCRGames.com.
Let's not get those titles confused, people.
Yes, those are completely different things. One involves a lot more leather.
Now, of
Black
course,
Cock Ruler? Okay, sorry.
Tex, are you here in studio right now? I see.
Both involve chaps, but
yes, I'm here.
Yes, he is. Now, of course, we've been talking about it, and we've been mentioning it, but we got a big event coming up this Friday. You want to tell the good folks all about what we're going to be doing this Friday? It is this Friday, right? I got the right date? Yes.
Yeah, certainly. We're going to be getting our metric shit ton of cotton in studio here, and we're going to be handing it out to everybody that shows up. We're going to be celebrating our farm over at Don's Keep, as well as our brand new shop at the shroudmarketplace.com, the only place to buy and sell things like that. And probably, Laz will also look at people that are here on the Discord app and people at work and on their phones that won't be here on live, and we'll go ahead and make sure they get some cotton too.
And see if we can't get them some nice goodies as well for tuning in.
That's
Alrighty.
right.
So you guys just make sure that you come on down, tune on in, and especially show up here at the studio in game in person if you can. Of course, we realize that not everybody can take their lunch hour and log into the game, so we try and do our best to make sure to include those folks who can't get
There's
in.
plenty of cotton to go around.
There's actually have to go work real jobs out there.
Got some in my mouth. Does that count?
We won't touch that one right now. Gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. So what else can we talk about? TikTok.
Well, I did notice that Village Keep, the Elven Village Keep, is currently on the store in the bundles section. That they've updated that again, so that's good.
Well, I looked at that. I'm really curious, and I'm gonna probably go make a run out and see if they've added it to Hometown later on today. Is for a different size keep. It looks pretty intriguing, but I really want to look at the inside before I made an investment in it myself.
Hometown.
That's what I just said. And as after we're done here, I want to take an excursion out there. Also, got to take a run out and check something else out there.
I also wanted to note that whenever we were talking about the crowns and the crown merchants that are being added, if I remember, if things seem to be right, that the Globe House will be on that merchant, but it's not for crowns. It'll be for in-game gold. So it's going to be one of those. Yeah, it's going to be one of those things that you don't actually have to spend crowns on.
There's going to be a combination of items as well. There will be certain items that are only going to be available on these merchants in game. So the only way you'll be able to actually get some of these items is to use crowns and go to these merchants, which I thought was pretty interesting of the folks down there.
There's also an elven sword that comes in the new bundle, the elven bundle.
Elven swords are coming out soon. Elven swords are coming out soon. If we paid attention to the stand-up corner, you would have seen that somebody was working on elven swords.
Yep, it's also
there were
it
too
comes
many
in
in there.
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah,
Excuse me.
Coming soon, ornate elven longsword. A uniquely elven forged longsword has a vaguely insectile appearance. That's in the Elven Village Keep bundle. So that's because there's two village lot bundles, and that's the $800 one.
Who wants to live in a goddamn Christmas ornament?
What about Christmas? Come on, man. We haven't even gotten to Halloween yet.
Who wants to live in a Christmas ornament?
Me!
Elves. And not everybody celebrates Christmas like you do. So don't forget that, especially in this multicultural world we call Novia. I don't know if we
Festivus for the rest of us.
That's right. I don't even know if we have Christmas recognized inside Novia. I guess we do. We have Christmas trees, so...
Well, inside of the game, you have to remember it's August 14th right now.
True. In the year 40, what? 480?
499 PC.
I can barely see that up there.
Post Cataclysm between... I can't see the moon right now.
Afternoon,
Where's this
third
moon?
quarter,
Where's the
moon
moon?
clear.
Where is this moon?
Where's the what?
I still don't know where the moon is. Where is it? I can't. Where is it?
Bend over.
In the sky?
In the sky. Which one?
Well, how many skies do you see when you look up?
There's more than one.
Celestial objects. Which one is it? Show me. Right now on your screen. Please.
It's not on our screen right now. Daylight.
It's not up yet.
What's it look like?
It's the
Which means
story
it
of
is
his life.
below the map.
I don't believe it. Is that
But
it?
moving right along. Unfortunately, I was hoping we were going to have this for the good folks today, so we're going to have to wait till tomorrow for all that stuff.
Well, if it came out right now anyways, we wouldn't have much time other
That's
than to
exactly
say,
what I'm
hey,
saying.
it's
So
out.
we're going to take and move it right along. Oh, there's your moon.
As we randomly stand up and face the wrong direction.
And turn around. That's right.
Yeah.
Gix, what's the story with that, man? Why do we stand up?
That's not a Gix thing. You have to remember that. Gix is the animator. He sits there.
That's an animation, ain't it?
Hey, the desk right next to him is going to be Leo the sound guy. Right behind him is going to be Bob. Then he's also in the same room as what's his name? Fletcher and Kevin. But
it's an animation.
Not a Gix thing indeed.
Yeah, I know.
See?
Don't lure me, bro.
If you're gonna like yell at people, yell at the right people.
I'm not yelling at him.
Hey, I know you like to talk in all caps.
He could tell us what was up with it. He could say, "Oh, we know something's broke." You know, I don't know. And he's juggling balls of light over here. He can juggle balls. He can juggle skulls. But
yeah. Did you look at? Did you see what the next? Yeah, did you see what the next emote is?
I saw that.
/ wrist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he's emo.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to start a cutting trend now. Yeah.
Emo.
Interesting. But of course, it's come to that time of the day where time is starting to run short on us here at the show.
I don't know what you're talking about. You act like it's time for the calendar.
No, that's actually a minute past time for the calendar, but that's...
Well, I mean, it's up on my screen. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, am I going to have to go look
at a calendar up on the screen at this time of the day? Why would I do that?
I have no idea. But the community calendar, you can access it by going to nbnn.info, clicking on the calendar button at the top, and then remember that it is a Google Calendar hosted by AvatarCircle.com, which is currently administered by Kazan Phoenix Fire in-game, or you may know him as Wrath Phoenix in Discord or the official forums. All times on the community calendar are New Britannia time, which is Central Daylight Time in the real world. Today at noon, 3, 6, and midnight, around the clock, there are two idiots that don't know what the hell they're talking about on a show called Lunch with Laz and Jack on Radio Free Britannia. WRFB.
WRFB.
Yes. And if that's not your thing, you can always tune in to Max Thiel and El Garriott for the Legion of Myth on Avatars Radio. Or you at 4 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, you can always go Jackdaw.
Jackdaw.
Yep.
Never in public, please. There are women present.
That's right. I mean, you can Jackdaw. It's on the calendar.
He said.
And then after that, don't forget, you have at 7 p.m. some PvP.
PvP.
Ness.
Proper PvP-ness.
It's coming.
The improper PvP-ness is more like it.
With the proper PvP-ness.
Thank you.
Yep. We do have the EVL's Virtue League PvP tournament beginning at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, if you want to participate, you do need to register.
4.
This is the beginning of Season 4. Yes. So all the standings have been reset. At 8 p.m., you do need to tune your ether amplifiers into WRFB.rocks. You missed it. WRFB?
I didn't miss it.
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia.
RadioFreeBritannia.com or WRFB.rocks. And listen to DJ Eclipse Maiden with Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part Uno.
Part Un.
Uno.
Uno. I actually got you to say that.
That's right. And at the same time as you're listening to that, don't forget you do need to hang out and go to Serpent's Watch Tavern for happy hour this evening. It is Striker Sparhawk's happy hour, which is Laz's favorite event of the week because it is otherwise known as
Spend Sparhawk's Gold.
That's right, Striker Sparhawks buying all the drinks, so you do need to show up and drink to your heart's content. And that takes us to the final event of the evening, which is going to be on Avatars Radio with DJ Grumpy Old Gamer, the old god himself. And that is our community calendar for this Wednesday, October 26th, in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
I can't get over what Gix looks like at the moment. Like, what is that?
He's
Happy,
sparkly.
shiny people, man. I tell you.
That's the new sparkly dye.
He bedazzled his outfit, man.
That's right. I mean,
Going for
he's
the Elvis look.
he is the rhinestone cowboy.
That's it, man. It's going for that Elvis.
It's almost
look
like
out
a
there.
universe.
Gix has
Yeah.
left the building. His cloak is bedazzled too now, I see.
Yes, he has bedazzled it all. I mean, he found those rhinestones and he found his bedazzler and he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And he just kept on squeezing over and over and over again. I mean, I think he went through 150 glue sticks on that outfit.
I believe that.
It's making me nauseous.
What are you talking about?
Just you don't stare directly at it, Timmy.
Well, did you check out Carrie Death's the shirt for the secondary color?
We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, but Arius wasn't here for it.
Colors.
Arius wasn't here for that, so he may
That's
not have
true.
noticed.
That's true. Hey, you got to check out. You want some nice fashion? Go take a look at. I was going to say, you go look at her breasts.
Hey,
Look at her
no,
chesticles.
thank you.
Well, that's where the color is the most prominent, right there over the breast area.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but her socks for her pants are also the secondary color for the color
Did
cycling.
not.
Yeah.
Socks for her pants.
Yep.
Or her
Where-
pants.
So look at where her boots are connected to her pants, because her boots are actually they don't do the color cycling very well. I mean,
I don't
they
know.
have
These-
some
these
aspects,
two are just
but if she
having
took
too
off
much
her
fun over there
if she took
together
off her
these
boots,
days.
you would see the leggings on her pants. Her leggings are dyed because it has white
You
leggings.
better just stop going down that avenue talking about undressing the girls, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, because it's if you rotate it around properly, for her character portrait, you can actually get a wee bit of camel toe. But we don't need to tell her about that. I mean, otherwise, it's like you're going to end up with like a 10-minute discussion on camel toes and how the girls went absolutely crazy. Which means it is time for us to thank our sponsors.
Oh, is that the segue?
Yeah, that's the segue.
That's
The camel toe and our sponsors, Jan's Whorehouse. They're from next. What?
Hey, that's in game. You just have to figure it out.
In the red light district.
All right, about that time of the day. That's right. We got to go ahead and get moving on out of here. And of course, we can't do that before we thank a whole bunch of people for making this all possible and helping keep us doing what we do every day here on WRFB and NDNN.info. And that is our sponsors. Our sponsors, starting with, of course, oops, wrong button. We don't want that button.
Oops, wrong button. Are they the newest sponsor?
No, not that button.
Hold it.
The good folks over at the Auchenshire Markham Farms, hanging out over at Dawn's Keep. Wholesale cotton reagents, vegetables, ale, and more. Go check them out. And don't forget about the giveaway this Friday right here at noon. Actually, the giveaway will be at the end of the show, so at 1. Our good friend Aureus over at Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Aureus, you want to tell the folks about those magical wands?
And where it's
Every
located.
Coilmore wand begins with an exceptional success And then from there, it's mastercrafted to perfection just to start at a +3. And from that, we build upon the wand. If you want a custom wand made, come there. If you're looking for a more novice or a low-end wand, come on down, located in Diamond Fields, nested inside Port Phoenix. Back to you, Laz.
And there we go. Look at that.
Nested. It's
I
nested.
tell you, it's almost semi-professional. It's almost semi. Our good
Wait, that
friends
implies that
over
we're
at the
professional.
Britannian Mining Company want to remind you to come on down the Market Road to get all your crafting goods. You need mats, they got it. It's rock solid prices day in and day out. You can't go wrong on Market Road in Black Rock Cove, located right outside Exeter. So go check them out. If you need goods, they've got you covered. Our friend Ben over at relicsbyrill.com. Relicsbyrill.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. Everything from t-shirts to hats to patches to comic books, gold coins, not gold coins, just coins. Coins from the mint by Sir Frank, and more items from your community out there, relicsbyrill.com. You want to save a little bit money on that swag? Use the promo code NBNN when you check out and save 10% off all your great licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. Our friends over at sodamap.com. Sodamap is truth, so says Lord British. You can't go wrong. You'll never get lost. If you do, check out sodamap.com. Jacob White doing a great job with that. Our good friends over at sodacraft.com, sodacrafting.wiki, and sodataming.com. These guys done a lot of hard work trying to get all that information out in your hands. So if you want to find the recipe, you want to learn a little bit about taming, you want to look up how to add some buffs to that equipment and make some uber stuff so that you can go out and kill things, go check those guys out because they've got all the information that you can ever need out there. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at the Shroud Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, take it away.
Well, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. If you just, before the show, there was 100,000 gold on the marketplace, and that is now gone. So, congratulations to the person who purchased that. He's in Discord, by the way. And then after that, don't forget that you also can go out and support Auchenshire and Markham Farms, who have just lowered the price down to $25 for 1,000 raw cotton. So wow. Thank you. I know. I mean, price drops. You do have to check out everything on Shroud Marketplace because it can be anything Shroud of the Avatar related can be set up for sale. You just have to create an account, then click on vendor registration, and then put your items up for sale, and you can be in business just like that. And that includes a little bit of everything, including services, just like Vaclav and his crafting services, or you could talk to Soda Design Services, or Skirta's music service thing, or Weddings and More by Laz, because Laz, tell us about Weddings and More.
If you need a place to hold your event, you're looking to get hitched sometime this year, and you want to have a venue, we've got the place for you. You want to have a seaside wedding, a sunrise wedding, a sunset wedding, a zombie wedding, a bloodletting wedding, or, Bullwinkle, what's your favorite wedding this week?
This week, I like to have a boat wedding right out in the middle of the ocean. That way, whenever she falls overboard, you don't say man overboard, you yell full speed ahead.
And collect the gold from the insurance money.
Life insurance, that's right.
That's right. So if you need space to get yourself hitched, you want to plan an event for a guild, you want to have a party, an anniversary, anything like that, and much, much more, check out Weddings and More by Laz.
Yeah, don't forget Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. So don't forget, you can
Now,
click on
I see the
register.
marketplace had a change in its packaging over the last day or so.
Oh, yes.
What's
So
the story with that?
Well, the
Looking
number
at
of
packages.
The number of products allowed for the free account was increased to 10. The silver package was just straight out deleted.
Nice.
So you go from free to gold to platinum to diamond. All depends on
Makes it
like
a lot
how many
easier to sell
how many items you want to
everything.
post, as well as what kind of commission you're looking for. And you'll find that it's actually cheaper than most of the other websites that would charge you to set up your own independent store. So
That's right.
got to keep it competitive.
That's right. And in the marketplace, you can go ahead and see the prices of everything you're looking to buy. None of this PM me, none of this other craziness, none of this trying to figure out whether somebody's asking for a legit price or not. It's right there in black and white.
Well, don't forget,
Actually,
and
it's right
if
there
you
in
have,
color,
if
but-
exactly, if you have an option to where you can click on make an offer, that means that you can suggest a price to the vendor, and they are free to accept or deny it. No, not a lot of haggling. It's either yes or no.
That's right. But meanwhile, that's about all we got for today, folks. We got to wrap it up and get out of here. Of course, don't forget to check out all our sponsors out there. And of course, we got to thank you guys for everything you do out there. Without you guys, it would not be possible. So thank you all for joining us here as you do every day. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and we will be back tomorrow with release 35 for you folks, and we'll be telling you all about it once we get here. Meanwhile, we got to run, get out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And this is Arius.
And we are NBNN, and I'm getting attacked by a bear. Thanks
You
for
better
watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. I love this shit.
Why'd you attack a bear? Seriously.
You got a bear in your crotch.
That bear's gut loves you. You need to give it a hug. Big hug. Bear hug. Bear hug.
Bear's killing me.